what you would have expected. Hard-fought series for 7 games. Blood, sweat, and tears. But having home court advantage matter here. Jared Allen had the game of his life here when it matters the most. 22 and 19 rebounds. Most boards for anybody in a postseason games this year. 8 of them on the offensive end. In such respect, I love when series end like this. After the animosity, the anger, the hard fouls, all of that. Especially more of the players who work out with each other during the summer, share agents. The many trades that are on the same team, they get to know each other's families, and it's great respect for what you do, how you do. You look at the next round. Here's Short. That was the ball. It was 100% on court. I think you all get it done. Well, it's all approach it. We just went out there and used an effort. And at the beginning, that was going in there. Try to win the best. Listen, more energy. All your teammates are energized for you, but it starts pregame because you told me you're energized for this game. Yeah, in the third quarter. I'm going to double alone in the third quarter. What got into you? I wanted to show my teammates that we can win this game. It's not really win the game. You were going to take off from the free throw line on that. What are these games like? Knowing you don't win if you don't win. I mean, every single possession it means a lot. Every single possession means it could be the end of the season. So we just wanted to make sure that we could. Thank you so much. See, thank you. What a night for Allen and the Cavaliers won a 5th straight Game 7. What a weekend here on NBC. Kentucky Utes on Friday. Kentucky Derby yesterday. And 2 Game 7s, including the Cavaliers winning. And now round 2 on NBC and Peacock. It begins tomorrow night. Sixers and Knicks, Timberwolves and Spurs. Coming up next, it's NBA Showtime. Presented by AT&T. Three of the guys with you in the studio to look ahead to round 2. The Hall of Famer Reggie Miller, our statements, and our entire terrific NBC team. I'm Mike Tirico. Good night from Cleveland, Cavs, and Pistons in the next round. The NBA playoffs presented by Google. Our coverage brought to you by Kia continues after this.
We go schedule perfect. And no matter what happens, it's a game.
You've seen the top 10 NBA plays of the week only here in our courtside countdown. Try to just took it all the way in. Yes, that is ridiculous. Just Alexander. Yes, that's been Father to son, a playoff moment to be remembered. And oh yeah, Dad can still do that. Only 16 regular season games for Jason Tatum. There's a man in full right there. Just finished. Dave McDaniels. Double team comes back to 524. This one was just great. Well, Darnold scores the corner, and it's famous he did their Super Bowl. Second one, Jabari turns it over. And it's James. So it's up.
Can you?
Everybody's there. Or Washington, they 17 points. Oh, my goodness. That's now it's
Whoa! That is crazy. What the freak was he doing, bro? Y'all people funny, bro. This nigga.
So the Cavaliers win. The second round of the NBA
Oh,
playoffs is
trash.
officially set.
I'm not doing
Cleveland will
the
face
movie.
Detroit in the conference semifinals. That series will begin on Tuesday, and one of these 8 teams will lift the Larry O'Brien Trophy in June. We'll see all 4 of these series start over the next couple of nights across NBC and Peacock and NBCSN. Well, that's all the time we have tonight on NBC, but we're sticking around on Peacock and NBCSN for a special Game 7 edition of NBA Showtime. Mello, T-Mac, Vince, they're going to chime in what they saw Game 7 in Cleveland, and we'll catch you up on exactly what happened earlier today in Detroit, where the Pistons finished off a 3-1 comeback against the Magic. If you're watching on NBC, come on, switch over to Peacock and NBCSN. We'll meet you there.
Yeah. That is insane. I didn't go with this.
He's really a special talent. He looks like 3 years ago. I fall into charge with 46 points. A 3 would tie it to the
It's what you care about the most.
Welcome to NBA Showtime, presented by AT&T.
So Game 7 goes to the Cavaliers thanks to Jared Allen. He said after the game, I just wanted to show my team that we could win this, and they did. 114 to 102. So that means that the party is officially over for the Raptors. Sorry, Jurassic Park, but your time is up, which means we officially, guys, have to do what?
The lights.
Well, we're not going to like you. We're not going to do that. Your season is over. Turn them off. Welcome inside the NBA Showtime studio. Maria Taylor alongside the Hall of Famers, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, and Carmelo Anthony. Guys, it's so funny. We spent most of the pregame being like Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. They have to do everything. Here comes Jared Allen. And he's like, let me show you what I'm about to do. Make sure my team makes it to the conference semis, VC. Put him on his back, specifically in that third quarter.
Hey, third quarter, Jared Allen is 5.
I like that.
14 points, 10 rebounds. He had 8 offensive rebounds in the game. And it was just energy and effort and just awareness, just understanding who he is and what he brings to the table. He's in attack mode. Yes, we said there's guards in the attack mode. You know what? He decided he's going to get in attack mode and do just that. We know what he brings defensively. He's a rim protector. He saves possessions. You want to try me? Try again, my friend. See there, free throw. Longer free throw, but his hustle and awareness. That was the third quarter he took over. I mean, it just understand opportunity for first and foremost, and just understand and Mobley was struggling, and also in foul trouble. He steps up. We didn't even really mention Jared Allen at all. At all. That's we didn't not one time, but that's the beautiful thing about basketball and what Game 7
Factored in for you. He wasn't really high on the scouting report. Not Jared Allen. They weren't ready.
No. But he did what he was supposed to do. It's just great to see. I thought Donovan Mitchell played great basketball, but guys, the role players took a lot of pressure off of James and James and Donovan by playing so well to where they didn't need that statement game to get it done. Yeah, that's where I was going with it. You know you have a good team when your stars don't completely play well, because Donovan Mitchell and James Harden did not play well. I mean, they had, to me, subpar games. If not their standard. But when you have somebody like Jared Allen in your lineup steps up and have a freaking double-double in the third quarter, like, that third quarter, when the game is tied and you come out in that third quarter, those first 5 minutes are very pivotal. And he came out and just completely controlled and took over the game. So shout out to Jared Allen for, basically surprising everyone.
Willing to a win.
To a win. And 8 offensive rebounds. They killed them. They killed them in the offensive rebounds. They had 20 offensive rebounds in the second chance points. They got 23 points off of that. So, that's a testament to just Jared Allen, just his determination and will to do things that, he normally does, and that's rebounding. But it resulted into a big win for his team.
Well, he offensive rebounds, and then with 8 offensive rebounds, that allowed, they shot 28% from the three-point line and still won the game by that margin. So that tells me that Jared Allen is attacking the offensive glass. He's getting the slap-out basketballs, open threes, second chance points. He's allowing them to get second chance points by his activity. And we laughed about it. I don't think Toronto, they scouted Jared Allen to do what Jared Allen do, not to be aggressive. Put the ball on the ground. He's driving to the hole. He's catching lobs. He's running the court. He switched it up in the third quarter. He was a different player in the third quarter, which allowed Donovan and James to get going in the third quarter as well.
Yeah, and that was the difference ultimately, because Cleveland won the third quarter 38-19. They had 60 rebounds in this game. That sets a playoff franchise record for the Cavaliers, so that was huge. And that's despite the fact they still had 16 turnovers, and turnovers have been an issue for the Cavaliers throughout this series. They were averaging 17, and we saw the Raptors were really able to score on those. But them being able to get those boards, they were still getting the hustle plays, and Jared Allen showing up was different. And remember, Evan Mobley was the player who led the team in scoring in Game 6. So the bigs, each one has had a big game in order to get a victory against the Raptors.
Yeah, I thought also to add to what Cleveland did, you look at Maastricht and Sam Merrill. Like, those guys chipped in. They had 34 bench points to Toronto's 19 points. And when you look at R.J. Barrett and Scotty Barnes, they performed well. They did what they could. They just didn't get a lot of help from their bench. They didn't have enough tonight. Although I thought their performance, them individually, they did it. Get this victory, but just didn't have enough help.
And remember, this is a team that's missing Emmanuel quickly. Their point guard, Brandon Ingram, is out. Missed a second straight game. Obviously, that's a lot of points. That was your leading scorer in the regular season, even though he wasn't playing well this series. Let's do the thing we do where we say, okay, what will this season, the Toronto Raptors season, what will we remember it for this season?
What will the fight? That's what I was going to say, the fight. It just sticking to it, because they've had a lot of guys in and out of the lineup. I thought Brandon Ingram. My question was, how would this group mesh? Now adding Brandon Ingram to the group after RJ had a great year last year, now thinking it's going to be his team, but understanding Brandon Ingram's there. I thought they all figured it out, played well, played hard enough to where we really thought they could go deep into the playoffs because of how hard they played and because of the scoring they had. I just thought they needed some more bigs and shooting. Yeah, shooting. For me, I look at what they were able to accomplish in this playoff.
without having you just alluded to it, without having their leading scorer. I mean, to beat a team that has Donovan Mitchell and James Harden and you lose your leading scorer is a very tall task for them to do. So I thought they fought well this year. They could grow on this and, see what they could build on for next year. What's up, Donovan?
Go ahead, put your phone down. We're ready to talk to you, Hey, listen, we came on air talking about Jared Allen and the fact that he just alleviated so much pressure, particularly in that third quarter. He told Zora in the game that he just wanted to show you guys that you could win the game ultimately. Maybe speak to what he meant throughout the course of this game in order to get the win in Game 7.
I mean, I think the biggest thing with Jay is just his force and aggression. You know what I mean? 22-19 was phenomenal, but like he was doing it all, blocking shots, running the floor. I didn't care if he missed every single shot he took. It was just with the aggression that he was doing it with. You know what I'm saying? And he was bailing us out defensively. Him and Ev, holding down. Those are tough. Scotty Barnes, a tough matchup. Boys is tough. Burns is tough, and they did a phenomenal job. He did a phenomenal job, especially tonight. Carried us, you know what I'm saying? Especially when they're denying me and James trying to make us work, and everybody did their thing. But shout out to Jay, man. That work that he's been putting in paid off in a big way.
Donovan, T-Mac here. So very high stakes in this game, Game 7. And for me, it's about the leadership, and you're the leader of this team.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you say your leadership really mattered the most? Was it in the huddle? Was it through a text message before the game, or is it on the court?
I think just, constant communication throughout the game. Like, obviously, I didn't shoot it too great this series outside of the 2 games, but my biggest thing is never let my energy waver. Y'all know how that is, right? Everybody kind of watches you, see what you're doing. It's like we lost some tough games that we felt like we could have won. And even after game 6, I was laughing. Like, what can you do? We played great defense. He hits a shot. We missed. We did a great job, but, it doesn't fall your way. It's just like, hey, that's why we fought for home court, right? You fight for these moments. We've been here before, but it's obviously vocal on the floor, trying to dive into the crowd instead of tone, so to speak. But my biggest thing is just never let my energy waver. Whether I have a good night, bad night, just continue to be myself. And that was the biggest thing.
It's VC here, and I want to kind of touch on that. So at halftime, who or what was said leading into the second half to really get you guys over the hump? It was dead even. You guys have been even for the entire series. What was said in that locker room coming out for the third quarter?
The biggest thing I think was just that run we made to finish the room complete left. We had lost that going into the half. I think the past 3 games. So we're trying to make it. Even if we didn't tie it, right? We were down 3. If we don't make that last 3, whatever it was, like just trying to get it close. And then from there, it's 0-0. And we didn't even play our best basketball in the first half. So we obviously made some corrections, made some tweaks, but just getting into 0-0 at half, and then going from there. And then for me, just trying to set the tone, be aggressive, and then JA obviously took that to a whole other level. We all did it, but it was great.
Hey, Spider, y'all traded for James back in February to win games like this. What did he mean to you tonight?
I mean, he's meant the world to me. I'm not gonna lie. And you know this when you play with another guy that's at that level. It's a different conversations that can be had, right? Levels of accountability. And also, I was thinking like, hey, they're doing this. You can do this. Obviously, just the communication with him and I have been great for me. But it's also been great for the group. And obviously, his play speaks for itself, being able to find guys, set the tone. And sometimes even him just standing over there on the wing, he really gets a lot of pressure, and vice versa, right? But when you have a guy that's a Hall of Famer, MVP, been there, and he's been a 10
What
the doesn't phase him, and his energy definitely, around the locker room, especially for me, man, it definitely helps. And, that's why, he is who he is, and that's why he is.
You dove in that crowd because you wanted us to talk about you on it.
I mean, hey, listen, I gotta do something. I gotta transition on the stage. Gotta do something.
Hey, Donovan, I'm curious. So you have a lot of experience, too. I know you're talking about James, but in your 9-year career, you made to the playoffs every single year. Just in the course of that evolution, talk to me about how you attack the postseason, how it feels different this year, what you're trying to get out of it. I know it's changed over time. Where are you at with it?
Even kid, right? Throughout this whole thing, throughout the losses, the wins, at the end of the day, I'm always going to be myself. trying to be that leader for the group. And like I said, like I've had big performances, I've had bad performances, I've had good performances, I've done so many different things. But I think the biggest thing is just trying to be even keel and do what's needed tonight. Trying to be a little more aggressive. Some games it's 50, some games it's 10. Whatever it takes to win. That's kind of been my approach. Just be aggressive, be the guy I can be. But the biggest thing is just keep a level head, be at peace, which also really helps. And understand that we're here for this reason. We're going to go ahead and try to do what we can do and go ahead and get this win in Detroit.
All right, appreciate it. Well, we hope to see you drop 50 in Detroit. I wouldn't be mad at that. Tell Coco we said, hey, I thought you were talking to her.
She over here making faces at me.
Tell her we said, hey, congratulations on the win. All right.
Sure. Thank you.
Bye, Donovan. Appreciate it. That's Donovan Mitchell. Like I said, he has been to the postseason in all 9 seasons of his career. And his head coach, Kenny Atkinson, is actually just sitting down at the podium to talk to the media. Let's go take a listen.
BJ, hey Dan, just before we start, just want to really credit the Raptors. Darko and his staff did a unbelievable job. They gave us all we can handle. You know, that's a heck of a team over there. They got a bright future. They confirmed who we thought they were. All season. So just respect for their coaching staff, that group of players over there.
Another one. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I mean, again, I think it's the mental toughness thing. That was a tough loss in Toronto, right? Getting beat at the buzzer like that. And then we don't start the game well, right? I think some of it was like nerves and some mishaps, and again, the crowd starts to get nervous. I've seen that go the other way, right? Where you crumble or we're not making shots, and we really didn't look great. They get up 10, 12 points. So just it's really the mental aspect of this game and for this team that we took I said it after, forget what game that was, game 5. We took another step mentally, I think, this series. 100%. I think this series galvanized us. When you have to, their physicality, their speed, their athleticism, things weren't perfect. We kind of know the difference. Last year we kind of had a, easier series. These type of series, they build you up, and I'm glad we went through it. Wasn't fun, but I think it will be a better team coming out of it. Chris? Why do you feel like you guys are? Why do we feel that? I think a lot of what I just said. I think just fighting through, not perfect. I don't think we played great, but honestly, but the playoffs isn't about that. It's about advancing, right? It's about winning, finding a way. So I think, again, I hate to keep reference last season, but it was, ball movement, we're flying around, we get it for, 4 games, we go 4-0, and biggest margin of victory in a playoff hit. So this was a struggle. I think we all know you get tougher that way. Helps you improve. Especially we know the series that's coming up, right? A lot of similarities between the teams. How do you characterize Jared's best? Man, really took us over the top, right? That third quarter performance, best I've seen him. Coached him a long time. Known him for it's the best I've seen him. The offensive rebounding, and it was, we needed the inside scoring. We needed someone else to step up besides James and Don. He was just absolutely incredible tonight. Because you haven't coached him for such a long time, did you see some things that didn't change since that? I don't know where, like, you're gonna laugh at this, but when we go out before the introductions, whatever, and he was like flying around, like getting every. Normally he's pretty, you know, he's enthusiastic, but he was like, so man, what got into this guy? And, you know, and he was ready. He was ready for the moment. But, you know, listen, he'd been going through some hell things. I think he doubled down. It's my theory, doubled down on his work in the training room and in the weight room, right? You got to, sometimes when you're hurting a little, you got to do more. And we asked him to do more. That's coming early, you know. So credit to Steve and their group, like for, you know, getting that engine going. But I do think there's a correlation between the work he's been putting in lately and how he played tonight.
Yeah, just add into this guy. 22 points, 19 rebounds, and a win for the Cavaliers. They're on to the second round. So are the Detroit Pistons. That's exactly the matchup we will see in the second round. We'll let you know how they won Game 7 against the Magic when we come back.
Yeah. Can't resist.
The 75th NBA All-Star Game from Inglewood, California. We can get USA start. They select
Make sure you keep the night going with these Peacock picks of the week. Stream a love story with one little problem in the miniature wife. Then catch up on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm already caught up. New episodes coming every Monday. Portia should be a self-infringement. Okay. Then you can check out a new original series about a young woman's quest for revenge. MIA premieres Thursday, May 7th, only on Peacock. Yeah, Bella's all over that one. So, guys, I want you to see what the Cavs just put on Twitter. Drake is catching strays for no reason, okay? Remember you put the ice in the middle of Toronto? The Iceman album, and now it's coming out May 15th. The ice had to melt. They just put a dove in the middle of the ice box. I like that. That's a great social media.
That is. Ice melting.
It's over. It's over.
Ice man.
Sorry,
Ice man.
Sorry, buddy.
Come on with the album, man.
All right, let's go back to the podium. Darko Rajakovic, head coach of the Raptors. Talk to Ia.
Take the season in perspective from this game. Where did you think things went on Robin's
I thought that we gave it all. I thought we gave it all. The everything we got today. Guys were awesome. We were fighting for every possession. We were fighting for everything on the floor. We made it really hard for them. That was not an easy game for them to win. Congratulations to Cleveland. Have a lot of respect for Kenny, a lot of respect for that roster. Amazing players. We should wish them all the best in the next round. We were close. We had our opportunities and chances, and there is going to be a lot of stuff to reflect on and to improve on going forward.
It's just energy factor, the fact that before the game, how hard you guys have played to get yourself to this point, missing 2 starters. You think maybe you just couldn't play?
We never look to find excuses. We don't look at excuses that we're missing players. We're not fighting for excuses that we're tired. That's why I'm saying I'm really, really proud of this group and the fight that they brought. Not just in the game tonight, but the whole series and the whole season. I think that we created a culture that we were one of the hardest playing teams in the league. We put a lot of pride in that. Our main guys, they love to play that way. They embrace it to play that way. So I'm really proud of the campaign we had this year.
It's all by taking lessons from all the things. What are some of the, most important lessons you learned in this play from?
I learned how much I love this roster, how much I love my players. That's what I really learned. I'm gonna be missing coaching those guys. I told them before the game that I want to advance to the next round so I can continue coaching them and being around them. This is a very special group of people, and I'm very grateful and thankful to have those guys around me and to have a chance to work with them.
Good news is Darko has that team moving in the right direction.
Shout out to Darko.
All right, let's get into our Game 7. The Magic taking on the Pistons. Winner, obviously, is going to be who the Cavs are going to find in the second round. Let's get into it. Paolo Banchero, he had a great game, 23 points in the first half.
Yeah, Paolo looked like he was ready for this challenge today, and he came out firing on all cylinders. Amazing.
But so did Cade. Isaiah, you like that one? You like that 3? How about Tobias? He got him too.
Hey, Tobias, that guy that's famously the X Factor. You know that X Factor.
The Pistons ended the first half on a 22-6 run. They were not playing at home. Cade had 32 points and 12 assists in this one, guys.
They took the fight out of Orlando. That's most things Tobias takes right there.
Listen,
I was sure of that.
and when Tobias is giving you 30 points and 9 rebounds.
They stepped on that blue magic today.
Oh, man. Even Danish Jenkins, he's calling home, making sure everyone's all right. He knocks down the 3 to Detroit, the 15th team in NBA history to come back from down 3-1 in a best-of-7 series. You see Cade there, 32 points on 10 of 18 shooting. Okay, let's hear what both sides had to say. I mean, it was fun. It was fun watching them, and they were dueling for the podium after this game.
JB, the members of this team have talked, all week, past couple weeks, about how much they feel like they can thrive in high-pressure situations going down in this series. What was it just like watching them address that, attack that head-on, and be able to walk the comeback?
It's expected. And that's the amount of belief that we have in this group. This is a professional group, and you can't count us out. No matter the circumstances, no matter the situation. I like our chances to fight our way back. I thought we did a hell of a job of that, obviously, this series.
JB, we were just seeing about Tobias. We talk a lot about him being a safety blanket, but just how meaningful is it as well, not just 30 in this game, but 20-yard series of this year.
Nobody can say anything about Tobias Harris. Right? He is dependable, reliable, prepared for the moment. He's a leader. He's a great teammate. He's a great human being. He's a high-level competitor. To show up tonight and do what he did when it was on the line the most, it's exceptional. And I can come up with more adjectives if you want, but I think you get the drift.
JD, throughout the series, your confidence individually never wavered in yourself or the team, but as a whole, what gives you that level of confidence in this group?
In this group or in myself?
Both the already.
I know who I am. I know what the team is. Outside noise is whatever it is. Y'all want to do what y'all supposed to do. That's the media. They create narratives. But I think in our locker room, we know who we
as a team, as a group, as an organization, we don't take the dog like we really feel like we're some dogs. We feel like our back against the wall, the one kind of saw, okay, now it's time to go, now it's time to keep swinging. So I never doubted anything. I never doubted the guys that I was going to win. I never doubted the coaches, never. So, that's when people just can't prove the world wrong.
Is this team good enough? Do you have what you need to be successful to get to that next level?
I mean, I can't really answer that. I want to say yes, but we haven't been out of the first round. So, if you're going off the last 3 years, the answer is no. But the nice answer would be yes. But honestly speaking, I can't say that we're good enough to be in the finals or Eastern Finals because the last 3 years we had the same result. So that's your answer.
So basically, Paolo's making us all know and take notice, not good enough. That's where it stands. Do we like his response to the question?
I like the response to the question. I mean, it's factual, right? If you base that off of the past 3 years, then no, we're not. But when you think about everything that Orlando has been through this season with injuries, ups and downs, trying to figure it out, getting in the play-in, winning in the play-in games, getting to that 8th seed, they put a lot of work in to get to that play-in spot. And to be in this position right now, and to take the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, 7 games, still wins on their court, to me, they have to build on this. Orlando have to build on this. They got to get back in the off season, see what we need. What I keep saying, what they need, what Orlando need, what pieces they need, who they need to stay, who they need to get rid of, how they mix that up. But you got to build off of what you actually have right now.
What do they need?
Franz
one.
Yeah.
I mean, they need more shooting. I would say that, and I think they need another athletic big as well. But I think they have
Isaac. What's up with Jonathan Isaac?
Well, he was dressed up like that.
Okay.
He didn't have to for him. So
He's there. He's there.
He is, but I don't know if he's going to be there next year.
Oh, okay, next. Keep going.
But they had a lot of things going against them, and internally, and they could have easily just shut it down and not even put up a fight in the playing tournament. They miraculously, in my opinion, turned it around. They, whatever the outside noise was, they left it outside and gave themselves a chance to where we felt that they really could get out of this first round and win this series. So I'm not mad with what Paulo had to say. We at this desk have a lot to say about Paulo and how we feel he could or should play, or how he can play. Let me say that. How he can play, and he delivered.
Yeah.
He delivered. Yeah. Like he was a man possessed. And I'll leave it at that and let you have that. But I just think he was a man possessed, and maybe he heard it, maybe he didn't, maybe so I'll leave it at that you have that. But I just think he's a man possessed. Maybe he did my back and give my best effort, because if you're gonna have a lot to say, if there's a lot of whispers, you know how you shut that stuff down? Yeah. You do what you did in this city.
Exactly that.
So I know they haven't been out of the first round in the last 3 years, but I don't care about that. What I do care about is how he played. I'm talking specifically about Fowler, because he's the cornerstone for this franchise. And I see growth in him. We've been talking about Fowler, how we suspect that he should play. Well, games 5 and 7 is who he is and who he should be, Paolo. That's who you are. Don't forget that, right? That's who he is. So let's build around that right there. Yeah. Let's consistently be that player all the time, and then we don't have to have this talk next year about you. Because, like you said, if we don't get that, if you offset that with more shooting, he can be that all the time. And he'll be impossible to guard, because he has the mid-range, and he can get you in the penalty and get in foul trouble. He's a pretty darn good free throw shooter, and the three-point shot, we talk about, that'll come later. Yeah. But, like, if you continue to put pressure on the rim and guys in front of you, you will be an all-star. You will be in the playoffs. And you will get out of the first round. All NBA. Absolutely. He was amazing.
Yeah,
amazing.
He was. And honestly, him being that honest on the podium afterwards, that's like the step in leadership, too.
Yeah.
Like, being honest. Like, that's the standard.
It's also growth, right? You're talking about a young player in this league. I was a young player in this league. You got to go through this. Like, sure. I mean, I know I've been through it as, trying to get out the first round, the first couple seasons, and you gotta develop. You gotta grow mentally. You gotta grow mentally. You gotta take ownership. You gotta be experienced.
Yeah, what's up? Oh, all right. Hey Siri, what song playing? We're number one. That's crazy. It's like basketball. Wow. That's this team that's even Real Madrid. That's a team. Mary Jackson. Exactly how you hit. Wow, you look dangerous. It was me. It was me. It was me. Because I'm the best reporter. You was throwing it. You was throwing it. It's throwing it. Randy was like so cool. I actually want to know like what happened. His, I like that, the hair up thing. Like with your hair up. Huh. Yes. That look is amazing. He was pretty sweet. He's pretty understood. Hey. Back up! Go back to the video. Back up. What?
return to Monday.
Oh, okay, that's what's up.
Flyby too though.
This shit one day had me crying laughing, man. Either
There
one
was
of
3
these.
updates. There was 3 updates in one day.
They getting that free mayonnaise down at the Waffle House, see?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no problems with it at all, Dizzy.
Dirty Punani. They be coming over some names, boy. Yeah, it's gonna be early for me, boy. I'm tired as hell.
Yeah.
Team deathmatch. All operatives, you're clear to engage. We've taken the lead.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man.
Teammate, come on, man. Fuck.
Stitched him up.
Hostile one drone is active.
Going carousel.
Restaurant laying on the floor.
The enemy's taken the lead.
No, yeah.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Oh, man, I couldn't get that motherfucker over there. Behind the wall, by carousel.
Camping these nuts.
You want
Come
camping
on,
in the spawn, man.
Drone in the area.
Fuckers just killed me.
Ain't no way I ain't shoot you, boy. Fucker still laying down in that restaurant.
Yeah, I got him. He did.
Back in there again. 21 on that wall back here.
Hostile airstrike near your location.
Laying down, motherfucker.
Man.
Enemy UAV active.
That's one with 21 back here eating, boy. I can't get his ass from right here.
Damn it.
I got a bomb drone. Where he at?
On that wall. I got his ass. My whole game just froze up on me.
Dang, teammate. Sheesh.
Switching max. Hostile cluster mine detected.
Restaurant.
Hostile UAV in the area.
Man, I ain't know they were taking off on us like this. God, dog.
Friendly bomb drone online.
On the porch.
So everybody I go after, y'all kill them.
Right.
This bomb drone.
We're getting hit hard.
Oh, they ain't give me
Friendly
that.
UAV online.
Hey, you pretty fine,
Enemy
motherfucker,
lost
man.
the lead. Clock's ticking. Enemy precision airstrike. Find cover.
Come on, man.
Grenade out.
Man, y'all laying down ass motherfuckers, boy.
Yeah, that's why.
Mission failed. Return to base.
You gonna lay
Last
down
question.
everywhere. Shit crazy.
I can't wait to get a cat. I miss having a cat. Why?
Go lay down, mama. Lay down. You gotta lay down, baby. Daddy about to lay down too, okay? Okay, one more game, I'm gonna lay down, okay?
Hardcore team deathmatch. Engage and destroy the enemy. All of them.
She really listening. Fuck, run. Something about my daughter.
Grenade out. Grenade out.
Take the lead.
What are you talking about right now?
Grenade out! Grenade out!
What I said? I'm sorry, I don't want to talk right now. You still love me?
Grenade out! Grenade out!
Friendly cruise missile deployed. Friendly bomb drone is online.
That shit don't fly on my side, motherfucker. Grenade out! Throw a grenade!
My
Grenade
bad,
out!
teammate.
Grenade out! Grenade out! Grenade out! Taking fire! I'm with you. Grenade out! You gotta get this shit patched up. Payback's a bitch. Grenade out! Grenade out!
Mission time is half over. Maintain the lead. Hostile UAV in the area.
I just fired your punk ass bitch up. What's your buck?
Friendly bomb drone active.
Grenade out! Grenade out! I'm taking a ton of lead shot.
Enemy UAV active.
Back at the top of the leaderboard. This how you end the night right here.
This boy done got smoked.
Friendly bomb drone is online.
Grenade out! Grenade out!
Friendly cruise missile approaching target.
Good shit.
Yo, watch for movement. That was too damn close. Enemy close.
Yes, baby. Good. Don't push me out the way.
The mission is complete. Good work.
I like aim at night. Second on the chart. Got the dub.
Yeah.
21-10. Oh my God, that boy got the highest KD. 2.1.